What's up, YouTube? It's DesOJ, and as you can tell by the title, today I'm gonna be doing my top 20 Netflix shows. And some of these you probably know or heard about, but you ain't watch them, or you did watch them. But I know sometimes it's hard going on Netflix and finding out what you want to watch. And you know, I watch the best shows in my opinion. But yeah, stay tuned so you can figure out what to watch on Netflix. I like shows that's like sci-fi or whatever. So if you find these shows weird or whatever, then that's your problem. But I like sci-fi, like stuff about supernatural things, like witches, vampires, all that, mermaids, all that. So yeah. So my first one is very popular. It's Vampire Diaries, and you probably already know it or already watched it, but basically it's two vampire brothers who fall in love with this human girl, the same girl, and she's a doppelganger, basically a clone of the vampire who turned them into vampires 150 years ago. And number two, the originals. The originals came from Vampire Diaries, and it's about the original vampires, like the first vampires to ever be created. And it's 5 siblings. That's the original vampires. So, and it's about their life story. Like, they the ones who built New Orleans, and they coming back like 1,000 years later or whatever to run New Orleans again. Number 3 on my list is Legacy, and Legacies came from the originals. Legacies is about the daughter of one of the original vampires, and like she's at this magic school for like supernatural people. And I'm not gonna say too much about all the shows because I want you to watch it and figure out for yourself. Them 3 shows, yeah. Number 4, my next one is Charmed. Now, Charmed is about witches. I'm actually watching Charmed right now, and I'm on the last season. I'm almost done now. But yeah, Charmed is about these witches, 3 witches that are sisters, and they're the charmed witches. Since they're charmed, they need the power of 3 to be the strongest. So, I mean, you're not gonna understand that now, but you're gonna have to watch it and see what I'm talking about. So yeah, and to my next one, the next show is Charmed. Alright, so I was talking about Charmed from like the 1990s, and trust me, I like that Charmed better than the new one. Even though like they're alike, but they're not alike. But for some reason, I just like, I don't know if it's because the 8 seasons or the actors or what, but I love the old Charmed because I watched the new Charmed first, and then I watched the old Charmed. But I'm about to go watch the new Charmed again because that's what I do. I always rewatch shows. But yeah, but this Charmed is about 3 sisters, but 2 of them grew up with each other, and one is a half sister that just like moved in with them, and they found out that they're witches, and they're the charmed ones too. But like, let me tell you the difference between the shows. So the shows is basically, so on both of them there are 3 sisters, the charmed ones. On the first one, they're actually all siblings, but on this one, 2 of them are siblings and one is a half sister. But I mean, they're still sisters because none of that really matters. I mean, not in my family. But anyway, yeah. And another difference is, in the old Charm, they use rhyming spells. Like, how do I explain it? Basically, you know how you heard of witches or whatever, and how like their spells rhyme or whatever. That's how it is on Charm. But on the old Charm, but on the new Charm, their spells are in Latin, so like they gotta learn a whole different language to do their spells. Well, at least learn the spell, and you know, in another language. I can't think of that much differences right now, but yeah, go watch Charmed, both of them. They're both on Netflix. Yeah. I am so good. Like, bro, it's the same day, and I just finished watching Charmed. I made the video a few hours ago, but I just finished watching Charmed. Why did it have to end? Like, it ended really good, but And then the new charm, why didn't they just continue with like the grandkids or something of them? But or like the kids or whatever. But like, why did this charm at the end? Oh my god. My next show is H2O, Just Add Water. It's about these 3 girls, regular girls, but they like went to this island or whatever, and they was in a cave or whatever, and basically what happened to them in the cave or whatever turned them into mermaids. Whenever water hit their skin, they got 10 seconds and they're a mermaid. And my next show is Roswell, New Mexico. This is about aliens, like, I guess because it's Area 51 there or whatever. I can't really explain this show, but I know it's about these aliens, their siblings, and they came to Roswell years ago and grew up with them, but basically they're aliens. Roswell, New Mexico came from a show. Roswell, New Mexico came from a show, Roswell. Roswell's not on Netflix, but Roswell's on Hulu. And I found out about Roswell after I watched Roswell, New Mexico. That's how it be, because I found out about the new charm before I found out about the old charm. But I watched Roswell, New Mexico, and then I found Roswell on Hulu, and it's the same character, same people, all that. It's just on Roswell they were younger, and on Roswell, New Mexico they're grown. Now for my next show, this is not my favorite show, but it's my favorite book. Like the show came from a book, and it's a series of unfortunate events. First I read the book, and it was my favorite book. Then I seen the movie for it, and then it was a show coming out. It's like bad, because like on the movie it didn't explain all the books, but on the show it do. But yeah, they parents died, but they was really rich, but they couldn't get their whatever, like their money or whatever, because they wasn't grown. The first relative that they went to was like really mean, and he just wanted their money. They got switched to different relatives because like he was a bad guardian, so like they moved from with him, and like the next people that they was going to just kept dying because he was killing them, and because he just wanted their money. Alright, so my next show is Jane the Virgin. Now a lot of people know this, but a lot of people haven't watched it or whatever, but it's basically about this girl named Jane who got pregnant while she was a virgin because she was accidentally inseminated by the person who she was pregnant by, sister. But the thing is, she had a whole nother boyfriend, and she was pregnant by another man, but it all accidentally happened. Like, it's just crazy. And I can't really say too much because, you know, I would spoil it, even though I love spoiler alerts. I be looking up spoilers before the next season even come out, but a lot of people don't. Alright, so my next show is The Circle, and The Circle is a social media little thing. You get your own apartment, and like you have to create a social media profile to communicate with others, and it can be yourself or you can catfish. And basically it's like you playing a game to be the most popular, because you gotta want people to keep you in the game to keep playing, and whoever stays wins. And like, it's really funny because it's just funny. It's a funny show, and it's a good show, so go watch it. My next show is Degrassi, Next Class. It's about these kids that go to maybe it's a performing arts school called Degrassi, and it's just a lot of drama going on in that school and in their lives and all that. So it's just a crazy and funny show, so go watch it. My next show is Lucifer. If you know Lucifer, that is the devil, and that's what it is. It's a show about the devil. So Lucifer, he's the devil, right? But he basically took a break from hell. So he living in California. He runs a nightclub, and he helped out this investigator, I think, that work with the police out on cases, and like he only kills people that are bad, I guess, murderers, or he don't kill them, he just scare them, or but something like that. Like, he don't just kill people, like he helps people. But it's a good show. It's like hard to explain Lucifer, but like I know what it is, but it's a good show. My next show is Greenhouse Academy. Two siblings, and their mom was an astronaut, and basically she died going up to somewhere, but like it was a launch or whatever. And but she was a student at this school called Greenhouse Academy, and her kids got into the school, so they went to the school, and it's a whole lot of sneaky stuff going on, like, and it's a whole lot of stuff that nobody know about, but they gonna figure it out. So go watch it because it's a good show. Next show is One Day at a Time. You know, this is like a regular show, like a sitcom. I don't know. It's just a show about their life. It's basically like, it's not my wife and kids, but it's like, how do you explain my wife and kids? You know, it's hard to explain One Day at a Time because it's just like a family show like that. It's not like a big plot or whatever to it. It's just like about this family. I know they're Cuban, and yeah, but it's a grandmother, the mother, and her two kids living all together, and it's just about their life, going through life one day at a time, basically. My next show is, well, this is not a show, it's really a documentary. Well, Killer Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez. Now that one, I thought he was innocent. Oh, hey, if you want to watch it, then you're not gonna know. But basically, I spoiled that. He's not innocent. It was an ongoing investigation, if you don't know about it, about murders. Is that what it's called? Murders, investigations, whatever. Murder cases, whatever. But he had to go to trial for it, and there was a whole documentary about the trial, his life, a lot of it. But it's really good. It gave me a little bit of anxiety. Next show is The Fosters. The Fosters is, so it's this family where it's two women married and they have kids. So they have, one of them had a kid who she was previously married to, and that's their kid, their oldest son. Then they have two twins that's Hispanic, and they adopted them when they was little. And then it's two more white. They're white. Well, one of the moms is black and one of them is white. Well, one of them is mixed, and then the other one is white. They're taking in this girl, Callie, who just got out of juvie or whatever. But then Callie, you know, had to get her brother. So yeah, then they took in both of them and they was there with them. My next show is Living Undocumented. That is a good show, but that show made me cry, just like most of the shows on this list, because one, I'm a crybaby, and two, I don't know, something about it, it just makes me cry. The show, I don't know, maybe I'll just be too into it, because I don't know, but a lot of shows and movies make me cry. It's about like people from different countries who are here living undocumented, and basically it's showing like how they live now, what they're doing, how they came here. Because some people came here, I guess, because some people, you know, could come on a work visa or travel visa, whatever, and then overstay their time, and that's how they're illegal. And some people just sneak in here and they're illegal. But like, I knew that illegal immigrants were being treated unfair, but like, it don't really hit you until you watch Living Undocumented, or something, you know, happens. But like, I know Living Undocumented made me realize a whole much more. But I wanna help them, but I don't want to become a lawyer, but like, I want to do something to be able to help illegal immigrants, but I don't know how. But like, I do want to help illegal immigrants. One of the reasons why I like Donald Trump, because he talking about some people using asylum just to get in the United States as an excuse. First of all, people really do be needing help. So I don't know why he felt the need to say that, because that's wild. Because some people, like, their life is in danger where they come from. So he coming here is like, you know, a fresh start for them. And like, why would you want to send people back to where they came from? They ran from there. They scared for their life to be there. But you want to send them back? Like, what? That don't make sense. and then America's supposed to be great, right? But you won't even let in some people who can't even go back there to their country, or they're dead. And like asylum is for like for their safety or whatever. And then he's talking about some people using it as an excuse. It's possible, but like it's many people who actually need asylum because their life is in danger. So you can't just do that. What? That's wild. Well, I'm gonna go. That's gonna drive me somewhere else. But let me go to the next show. The next show is The Last OG. That's with Tiffany Haddish and Tracy Morgan. Basically, it's this drug dealer or whatever. He just got out of jail after like 15 years. When he came out, she was married to a white man. You know, that be doing something to black men for some reason. When they, like, I mean, seeing another man, it still, you know, does something. But seeing a black woman go to a white man, that's, I don't know, that just does something to a black man for some reason. But yeah, he was, because he was like, you with this white man? Like, and then, so he found out that she had kids, and they were twins or whatever. And he was looking at them, she was like, how old are they? And like, he figured out they was 15. So he knew that they was his kids, basically. They was raised with another man, and then they don't know him. He just got out of jail, so, you know, he got to build a relationship with his kids. He got to, you know, where he stay at. He was staying at this little place or whatever. It's like, what's that called? Halfway house? Yeah. But he had to get a job, all that. And that's hard when you get out of jail. But yeah, it's a good show. So go watch it. I'm not going to explain too much more. I hope that wasn't confusing. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really explain Dynasty. But you know, Dynasty, what does that mean? I think it's like a family. Basically, it's like a family legacy. What does dynasty mean? A line of hereditary rulers of a country. Well, it's not of a country, but it's of a company, basically. So yeah, it's a family that rules this big company, and they're really rich, and it's in a family. Basically, it's hard to explain Dynasty, but it's a really good show. It's crazy. It's a really good show. So go watch it. And so that was my top 20. But let me talk to you about a show that's not even on Netflix no more. It had no business being taken off of Netflix. And this show is Pretty Little Liars. Pretty Little Liars was like one of the best things that happened to Netflix. And they wanted to take it off. Why? Because like, I watched Pretty Little Liars. It's my show. I've watched The Perfectionist, all that. But like, Pretty Little Liars, I've already watched it like 2 or 3 times. And I want to watch it again. Like, why would they take it off? But, oh man, I want to watch Pretty Little Liars again now. But that's the end for this video. I said all my Netflix shows. So, go watch them, because they all good shows. And some of them, it was hard to explain, but you got the gist, basically. And they good shows, so go watch it. Shut. So, I hope you've been. Ooh. Hey. So, alright. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and taste. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. I didn't see it. Quiet. Nobody wants to listen. Lip gloss check. Now, too many people. Oh my gosh. I know this lady is not still loud. You know what? This is getting me going. Because I asked these people to be quiet. To be quiet. But nobody listens to me. And I'm the one that's always right.